This computer. Hare Krishna. Welcome. I'm welcoming you all to this 18 days course of Bhagavad Gita. This has been done from Mangalore, ISKCON Mangalore. And our temple, our deity is Shri Radha Govinda. We have come to the temple also now. So let us pray. Let us pray is like, let us ask for knowledge and understand all the meanings of the shlokas and implement in our life. So I'll just say the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You all be on mute and you can see. I hope all are on mute. You can mute everyone, Mathaji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then we will start with our pranati. Hare Krishna. Oh, it's all gone down. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimiraandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Sa Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Varame Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Varame Yes. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It got so much of elongated that one shloka was not appearing on the screen. I didn't try to check that part. Okay. It's a lesson I'm learning. Okay. So we have come to 18 days course. Understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. This is a course name. This is a level 1 course. And today we are going to learn chapter 7. 7th day, 7th chapter. And what is the title of the chapter is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Knowledge of the absolute, about God only, but total, still more knowledge, So what are we doing? All these days we were learning that only, yes, but still some more details we have not learned, which we'll be doing today. This is all based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So yesterday what we did, We did advancing in yoga through detached work. That is what we learned from 1 to 4. And then the Yoga Ruda stage, giving up all work. The Yoga Ruda is the topmost stage where bhakti, culmination of bhakti. Then further stages in the practice of yoga, the necessity of controlling the turbulent mind. That was the biggest nice topic we learned. Then the destination of the unsuccessful yogi. This was also very beautiful that we covered. And the topmost yogi. Who's the topmost yogi? That also is. Today, what are we going to do? Knowing Krishna in full by hearing about him. So we are going to learn about Krishna in still more details we will know about him. Knowing Krishna as the source of both the material and spiritual energy. Not only what are we are in the material world, so we can understand Krishna. What about spiritual world? Even that has been created by him, so we can understand material energy and spiritual energy of the Lord. And the 3 modes are controlled by Krishna. Therefore, surrender. What are those 3 modes? So, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. These are the material modes, the 3 modes. So we need to surrender to Lord because there is no other way. We are all the embodied soul. The moment we come, as long as we are the soul, we are like the soul, the modes won't affect us. But once we take up the body, and the body is matter, so it is like magnet and the iron particle. It will attract us, and we are all in the clutches of that 3 Maya. But God is beyond that. It is his own. That Maya Devi is Shakti is his own Shakti only. So he won't come under the clutches of Maya. He will be controlling the Maya. For us, we will be controlled by Maya. The impious lack knowledge and never surrender to Krishna. Not we. We are all very pious soul. We all, even at 9 o'clock, 9:30, we are all so much awake. And in spite of doing whole day working, people have joined here in this class. I mean, thanks to you all. So those who are unable to come, let us pray for them. That's also, those people also should join. So that's my message. What I'm sending every day is, I want those devotees also, because they have very eagerly, they join our course, but they are unable to make it up. So we have to just pray for them, let God give them the necessary, this path, which will not be, they will not have any hindrance in attending our class. And they will learn the much better good knowledge. So the impious lack knowledge and never surrender to Krishna. This is about impious people. The pious develop knowledge and surrender. So we are all pious souls. We are all ready to surrender, just waiting to gather knowledge. Level 1, level 2, and keep on. We are trying to learn knowledge about God, have love and devotion, and we are just waiting to. We are all surrendering and waiting for the God's grace, and He's also waiting to give us back in return. Return give Denekali, he is also waiting to give us. So then others who have no knowledge, who are those who surrender to demigods. In spite of knowing all the fact, they still prefer to pray demigods. Those who are impersonalists, those who know like Krishna is a person, we need to pray Krishna. But still they prefer to have the arupa rupa, that is that formless of that, that akar of God. Like Brahman. Like Brahman is what? It's only a light form. God comes in the light form. So some people prefer to pray God, worship God in the form without any form. So they prefer that way. So they have no knowledge. Others who have no knowledge are these 2 categories who still pray demigods and who are following impersonal gods. Mayaiva vihitam hita. Okay, the bewilderment of the living entity and its freedom through knowledge of Krishna. We are all, confused we are always in the confused state of mind only, like Arjuna. Arjuna always has doubts, no? He's always in confused state. The same way we are also confused, and we need to get out of this. We need freedom. That we will get only from knowing about Krishna and knowledge of Krishna. That will be end of it. 47 shlokas are there. Om Sri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Jnana Vijnana Yogaha Ata Saptamo Dhyayah. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sattamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah Asam Shayam Samagram Maham Yata Nyasyasi Tachrunu Suno. Shrunu is Suno. What is he saying? God says, the Supreme Personality of God has said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me. This is how we need to do yoga. Yesterday we did in detail what is yoga is all about. So how are we supposed to do? We have to practice yoga in full consciousness of the Lord, with mind attached to me. And you can know me in full and free from doubt. Then what happens is like, you will be totally have full confidence, like God is with me. He will always do good things for me. I just need to pray him. That's all. The rest, everything he will take care. So once you reach that stage, that is called yoga. And then in 7.2, Jnanam te aham savijnanam idam vakshyami aseshatah yajñatvaneha bhuyo anyaj jnatavyam avasishyate. I shall not declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Now I'm going to give you all that. He's just going, God is giving leaving out all the secrets about him. I'll tell you more about about myself. By knowing this, you will not have anything else to be known. Everything will come to know about me. Nothing will be left to be known. Yeah, so Shruno, that in the previous thing he said Shruno, Pela Shruno. That is where we start. We have to start our bhakti. We have to do this our spiritual line first by hearing. Then we gather the information in mind. Then start repeating, and then do the smaran. So first Shruno. I mean, what is that? Shunmati. Okay, whatever. I forgot the name. I forgot that word. Okay. So the 7.3 is Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschidyatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvatah. This is like kaschid means very few. Manushyanam sahasreshu. So many people are there. Like the example what they have shown is a example here they have shown is a marathon race. You can imagine in marathon, so many people will join in the start. By the end, how many people will be winning in the going near the winning post? Hardly. Maybe 2 or 3. Even before reaching that winning post, many people may fall also. Same thing it applies in our spiritual life also. We can see in our WhatsApp group, there are so many people. Every day, many of the people are leaving. Manishyanam sahasreshu. Many people join, like, oh, it is there, the class is there. Come, join. And not even one day they attend. Then they lose interest. And they leave and go. So who's actually losing? Just you start with very good intention, but you're unable to pursue it and become so sad, you feel bad about them. Then we can only pray that at least by next month, let them, have that, they're very eager to learn. So let God give them good, atmosphere so that they can attend without any problems, so that they will also give benefit. So Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Sahasra is thousands of people are there. So out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection. So many people, we are all learning. So many people become almost today, 34 people are here. Or can you guarantee all these 34 people, including me, even my name will be there. We all will be very much, graced by, not graced, we will understand Lord, no. Kaschid yatati siddhaye. Siddha means they will end up what they will achieve the perfection. Very few will achieve the perfection. And in that few are achieving perfection, very few people will know about the Lord. Very, very, very less. Yatatam api siddhana kaschin mam veti tatvatah. And of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So it is all like we are all in the running race only. You join the class, I will also join. How much you understand? Hardly anything. So we need to put it into practice. Whatever is said here. So this God has already said long back. Even if you start a WhatsApp group or you start online class and all, many people will try to join, but hardly 1 or 2 people will. Very few people will attend. In that, hardly 1 or 2 people will go. No, I really want to see all these 34 people, excluding me, right? Maybe 30 you can give. 30 people should be going forward to L2. That is the spirit. At the end of the 18 days course, if I find all these 30 people or 35 people going to level 2, then that is success. Then what will happen is, no, L2 is still not, I'm not very confident, let me do L1. They lack confidence, nothing else. We all can go to L2. So out of many thousands among men who may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So good factor is, the truth he has kept. No, so to start, the devotional service, what are we supposed to do? First, we should have that inquisitiveness. What is this Bhagavad Gita is all about? I've heard people saying good shlokas, nice to hear. But what is it? What is the meaning? So I'm interested in knowing. So you have that inquisitiveness comes, within you. Then what you have to do is approach a right guru. So there are so many people. If you go to market and ask for, hey, Bhagavad Gita book, he will give plenty of books. Choose whichever you want. So we can't buy any book and start following. We need to take up a proper parampara system, this authors, the guru. So approach a right guru and follow the regulatory principle. And whatever is said to us, like, as a guru, whatever is told to us, we need to follow. So in ISKCON, what is, there are only 4 principles where they have asked us to follow. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. Not immediately after the level 1, you have come and joined Bhagavad Gita, leave everything. Not like that. Make it a habit. Meat eating ka aadat hai, no problem. Continue doing. Till a stage comes when you yourself will feel ki nahi yaar, enough. बहुत enjoy कर लिया, all these years I've been eating. What did I gain? Nothing. So let me try without eating non-veg. You can start trying. That you will get only by continuously when you attend classes. Then you start doing japa every day. Then get up early in the morning and see Bhagwan ka darshan. When you start doing all this process, slowly these things, the meat, only for taste bud, I'm giving so much importance to meat. What am I eating? I'm killing an animal. उसमें भी तो परमात्मा है. I mean, you will start thinking all in that terms. So you will stop eating all that. Automatically, you will have that aversion for meat or any non-veg product. So slowly, you yourself will drop it. No. I mean, no need of forcing. We need not have to force anybody. You will yourself will drop. So don't think, oh God, all this thing I cannot. Then tomorrow onwards, I'm not attending any Bhagavad Gita class. No, you can continue 6 months, 1 year. You attend Bhagavad Gita class and continue eating non-veg, continue doing gambling also. Then intoxication. What is intoxication? Daru and sharu, whatever. Like even tea, coffee. Even tea, coffee has a like people you can ask, you can find out from people who are so used to drinking coffee. One day don't give them coffee. Like for especially when I started. See, we are all South Indians. Okay, we are all born after immediately. Like when you were young, only we start tasting coffee. So those days, nobody knows, it is not good for health. Nobody says that. Oh, you're grown up, not 10 years, 12 years, start, Bonvita, Horlicks and all, start drinking coffee. They will just give us. It's an extra effort for the people, people at home to make. So when we drink coffee, you also drink coffee enough. So, but now we come to know it has caffeine, that, this, and all this, absolutely. And what happens is after all these years, you get used to drinking coffee. Even one day, if you don't drink, I'm getting bad headache. Oh God, I'm feeling restless. So what is the difference between a drug addict and a coffee drinker? Same. Even he feels the same thing. He puff nahi liya to, he gets restless. The same thing happens with a coffee drinker also. Why should we go to that level? When we were born, we were not given spoons. Say they were giving only water and little milk. They were giving in the hospital, right? When we were born. They didn't give coffee. So at a particular stage, we started developing this unknowingly. Because we were not knowing. Elders, whoever must have given us that coffee, and we started drinking coffee or tea, whatever. So now we know. So these are all intoxicants. Because after drinking, you feel nice. Means what? It is intoxicant. It has something in it which makes you feel fresh. So why don't you do Nama Japa? When you do one mala with closed eyes, do like this, do okay. When you open yours, you feel, or 108, so quickly it got over. One more mala I will do. Then one more mala I will do. I mean, that gives you, that's a proper kick you get. Not, this coffee, tea, and other stuff you need not have to take. And then no illicit sex. Everybody knows, all the diseases we get. So it's better to avoid all these things. These are the only 4 regulatory principles we are advising, not in the level 1 stage. Slowly you will come to know. And be away from all this. You'll become a true bhakta. Yes. We will go to next shloka. 7.4. Bhumirapo analo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. Ashtada. There are 8 things which are bhinna prakriti. They are all out of me, but they are separated. My energy has been separated. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All together, these 8 constitute my separated material energy. All these things are also, it's a part of Bhagwan Kala, God's energy. He's a, what is that? Shaktiman. He's Shaktiman. He is giving us the energy, and we are using this energy and in the form of like earth, water, fire. All these things are his Bhinna Prakriti. Bhinna Prakriti, Ashtada, 8 separated material energies. In detail, you will do it later also. In later chapters also, you may get all this. And in purport, yes, very detailedly Prabhupada has written, we can do it. And then apareyam itastvanyam prakritim viddhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. Besides these, apart from this, there are still more. Oh, mighty Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind, which comprises the living entities. We are all superior energy of the Lord. That's why he said, I am your Bija Pita. We all come out of the Lord. He has given that seed for us to grow. So we know, like, we're all made of cells, right? So every moment the cells are getting developed, and every moment the cells are getting died also. So the first cell which who has given? Bhagavan. So we are all his part and parcel of the Lord. This is what the term we always say. So mighty Arjuna, there's another superior energy of mind. We have what? Living entities. Living means not only human beings, all 84 lakh species. It can be a camel or giraffe and camel to the kind, but it is there. Okay, all any living entity. Can be cockroach, lizard, anything, spider. So here whatever is given, so it can be a baby, it can male, female, everybody, even demigods also. So which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material, which is inferior nature. The material, that is a prakriti. Prakriti is inferior quality of Lord. I mean, quality means what? Shakti. Then we are using the material energy for our benefit. For example, like you can take, like, what are we doing for breathing? We are taking the oxygen, the air which is available outside. We are doing that. What about water? Water is also given by the Lord. We are using that. So we are using the prakriti for our benefit. Yeah. So which comparison? This is over. एतद् योनिनि भूतानि सर्वाणि उपधारय अहं कृष्णस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा. All created beings have their source in these two natures, either prakriti, the lower quality, or higher quality, which is living beings. So all created beings have their source in these two natures. Of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both its origin and dissolution. So this is this is a Karanodaka Shai Vishnu. All these details you'll get later, okay? I'm just saying, don't get confused. Oh God, so many terms to remember. Don't think you can. When you keep repeating, it will be registered. Just I saw the the picture, so I can explain it. This is Karanodaka Shai Vishnu. Okay, from here is Krishna's one form only. Karanodaka Shai Vishnu is Krishna's one form, and he just breathes out. He creates one, this andam we say. In Sanskrit, andam means the whole universe. In that universe, how many lokas are there? 14 lokas are there. In between, I think we did it in 4th chapter, right? So in between is the earth. So top me 6 lokas, bottom 7 lokas. Starts from Satya Loka, where Brahma stays, till Patala Loka. So all this comprises of one universe. That is one andam, we say. So like this, how many andams are there? Plenty, and crores and millions of andams just keeps coming out of his breath. I mean, it's even crores of his this also there, but from his breath it comes. And when he breathes in, this is exhalation, okay? And when he inhales, everything, all the andams goes inside his body. So what happens to us? We all come into unmanifested stage. We don't die because our that is what is said. No, the living in this Atma doesn't die. So where do we go? We take the unmanifested form. Then we remain like this for a few years, for many lakhs years. And then when he again exhale, we all come out of his body, and we take some form and we come out. Again, we are all there in the body. See, for us, 24 hours is very quick. For Bhagavan, every breath will take long years. So from his breath, so many universes comes. All this thing we will learn in detail in level 2 also. And in level 1, level 1 with money, level 2 may we learn everything. Okay? And in each this universe, this andam, this andam, there is another Vishnu is there. He is called Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu. He is the maintainer of the one anda. This Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu is this same Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu in all the universes. And within that universe, so many living entities are there. Within their heart, that living entities ka heart, like for us, like when we are there in the Tanda, the living entities ka heart, that Vishnu is called Kshirodagashai Vishnu. So all these details we will do it later. But all these different Vishnus are there, all plenary expansions of Krishna only. Hare Krishna, what happened? Matha parataram nanya kinchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Here Bhagavan says, O conqueror of wealth, he is called Dhananjaya. Arjuna is called Dhananjaya. So, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. He is the ultimate. He is the truth. He is always there. Satchitananda, that's why the name is given Satchitananda. He is always there. Super truth superior to me. No, there is no truth superior to him. Everything rests upon me. Whatever you see, whatever, even the planets, how can you imagine Earth is on the, just hanging in the outside space, okay? Earth, oh, there are so many planets. And just exactly, just orbits. In its, that orbit, it just rotates. And then revolution. All these things we learn. How it doesn't go track, from this track to other track, it will go to Saturn track and Saturn will come here. No, exactly same path they use, and for millions of years, this has been happening. How it is happening? Because of God's, like, the example is given like, there's a harp, like, the mala, in that how beads are kept one beside another, the same thing. Everything is created by Lord and everything works in union, and all, everything will perform according to what is being told. Exactly, it will move in that way. So everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. It is exactly what he has decided. Accordingly, we all, everything is made. Be the planet, the ant, yeah, whichever living entity. So moving, what happened? I thought I'm skipping something. Yeah, okay. Raso aham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sashi suryayoho pranavaha sarva vedeshu shabda khe paurusham nushu. Here is a raso. Raso means taste. Aham apsu. Apsu means water. I am the taste of the water, he says. So what is the taste of the water? Can anybody name it? No, we can't name it. It's not neither sweet nor, thika hai, like what you saw, any, there's no taste. There's some taste, but you cannot define it. That taste of water is Bhagwan, that he is there in the taste of water. Oh, son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. And then what? Prabhasmi. Prabha means that Prakash. Sashi Surya Yoho. Sashi is moon. Surya, sun. So he is the brightness, that light which is thrown out of that sun and moon. He is there in that. Pranavaha, that is Om, Pranava mantra. He is there in that. Sarva Vedesh, in all the Vedas, the Om word counts. So he is represented as Om. When you say Om, it goes to Lord. For any yajna, any tapas, whatever they do, when they say Om, then they may say Ganapati Namaha over. That Om is gone to already Krishna. Then next word comes as Ganapati. So there's no difference between all these names what we take. It goes to Krishna. So he is the ultimate enjoyer. And then what? Pranava Sarva Vedeshu Shabdha Ke Paurisham Drushu. Shabdham means what? In the space there is sound in the space. How will you know? Shank. If you have shank at home, that conch, just keep it in your ears, you will get that sound. That sound you get. You don't have shank, you can keep your hand like this. It just fold it little, keep in your ears. You can get that sound. You may think, oh, fan ka awaaz hai. So fan band kar lo, and then keep. You will get some sound. That is what is space. So the space has sound. That you can experience doing like this. So that's what God says here. Krishna says, oh, son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and ability in man. Whatever we are capable of, we have some, everybody has some, intelligence, some capability. So that is also given by the Lord. Various others are given. So he says from 8 to 11, from 8th verse to 11, he says he's existing in so many places. So I am the taste in water. I am the light of the sun and moon. I'm Om in Vedic mantras. I'm sound in ether. Ether is that space. I'm ability in man. This is what we just learned now. I'm fragrance in earth. How can you make out this? After all this climates and all, first rain when it comes, you get good kushbu, right? You get that mud smell. That kushbu is Bhagwan. So that, the first, when the rain drops and the earth, already the earth will be so hot, and when the rain comes, you get nice pushma. So he is the fragrance of the earth. Then he is the heat of the fire. Life, all that lives. He is finance of all aesthetics. He is the original seed of all existence. He is intelligence in all intelligent. He is the prowess of all powerful men. His strength, the strong, devoid of passion and desire. Then his sex life, not contrary to religious principle. Properly bedded life, in that the sex life is, he is there in that. Not out of pleasure. Yeah, 7.12. ये चैव सात्विक भावा राजसस्तामसश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि. Know that all states of being, be they be of goodness or passion or ignorance, whatever state, are manifested by my energy, his own energy. That the Shakti is his own energies playing this part. Okay, so I am in one sense everything. He is everything, but I am independent. He is not in the clutches of all these three Maya things. He is independent. Though he has created everything, he will not get bounded with by three modes, or he Chaturvarne Maya system. He has been divided the entire mankind with 4 divisions. But he is not part of all that. Many shlokas will come like that. Though he has created everything, he will not be part of anything. He need not have to pray anybody. He need not have to do like that. All these shlokas will come. He has created only for others, for us to follow it. So I am independent. I am not under the modes of the material nature. For they, on the contrary, are within me. They will be controlled by me. I will not be. I won't come under their clutches. Yeah, next is त्रिभिर्गुणमयेद्भावैर्भिः सर्वम् idam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mam yebhyah param avyayam. Deluded by 3 modes of goodness, passion, ignorance. We are all deluded because we won't know. We have no freedom actually. No freedom. We are all always on the clutches. As long as you don't think of God, someday the pull of Rajogun will be pulling us, doing all active work. The next day you will find yourself dull and dumb and just sleeping and all that. Next time, oh no, today I'll do a lot of japa. Today I have to get up early, Mangala Arati. Today I have to attend class. All that, sudden jerk of all this. Because you have the pull of all this Rajoguna, Tamoguna, this is pulling you. So you have some freedom also. God has given us freedom also. Use your intelligence. What? Pray more, do more of Bhagwan ka dhyan jada karo, so that all these clutches will leave you and so deluded by these 3 modes, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So we are all in the clutches of 3 modes. So that makes us being envy, ignorant, anger, prestige, false prestige, greed, lust, all this pride, attachment. We are all in this, bad influence. So being in this mode, we are unable to understand that God is above all that. He is not in the clutches like we get caught, because we have a material body. God doesn't have a material body. Because we have a body, we get caught in this. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Then what is next? Yeah, 7.50. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the 3 modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. He says very outwardly, it is very difficult for you all to come over. It's very difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. That is the only solution. The key also he is giving. He is saying it is very difficult. But the solution, what is the solution? How to open the door and come out, he is giving the key also. But we as a, so-called intelligent human being, we are hesitating to take the Lord's name, and, we are hesitating. I'm not talking of people who are attending here. You're all very, very pious, and I'm talking of those who are unable to come because of other priorities. It is only priority. Everybody has 24 hours, right? So we all pack up everything in this 24 hours and we are dealing. But those people are unable to give time to this and learn something good. Actually, this is what we have to learn. This is what is actual knowledge. That's what God says. Krishna says, this is the knowledge. Other than this, all other rest of the knowledge is of no use. It comes in another chapter also. So if you surrender unto me, I am there. See, we are all in the sagar, in the family life, in this again and again, we are taking birth in this. But he is there to pick us up. Take my name. I'm waiting to take you out of these clutches and taking you to my abode. This picture is so nice. He's waiting to take us. And he's ready to give us something in return. The moment you take his name, he becomes very happy. Sudama's story, when you read all that, you can understand. Sudama and Krishna were friends, in school days. But then when they grew up, when Sudama wanted to see him, his wife coaxed him, like, just abhi jaake ek baar milke aa jao na, like, just say hi, hello, and come. He is become so happy. Krishna becomes so happy. You are my childhood friend, yaar, come. He washes his feet. Who will wash whose feet? God is washing devotees' feet. Not only one instance, you can find in so many stories, God is being so very kind. He's just waiting. Please take my name. You're all my part and parcel. Please do. But then we don't understand that language. We are just ignorant of it. We are so much busy in our own world and doing other things. When I'm free of doing all that, when my work gets over by 8 o'clock, after that I reach home by 8:30, 9. Yes, 9 o'clock, I finish my dinner also. Then I'm free to attend Bhagavad Gita class. So we are actually to start. The starting level is like that only. So because we are not used to. Yes, in the starting stage, it's when we are neophyte, we do that. But slowly what we have to do is, this is our priority. The morning you get up, you see the Lord. Mangalarti, get up, I need to see the Lord. Get up, I need to do japa. So that will become a priority. Slowly we will change our priority, we'll become a nice citizen, and this birth will be our last birth, and we can go to God's abode. Then no rebirth, nothing. We will be free of all these clutches. So, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Yes. Namam dushkritino muda prapadyante naradamaha mayaya apahrita jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. There are miscreants, there are non-believers. So who are they? Who are grossly foolish, like these people, maybe so-called very highly qualified in the material world. So many certificate, name will be so small. The degree will be in the 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines, like that. If you have some people's visiting card, if you see, visiting card will be of the same size. So many degrees. The name will be only so little. So in the material world, they are very qualified, they're very highly intelligent and all that. But if they don't understand who is God and why he is considered God, if they don't show any bhakti and all, they are as good as, they are all fools. That's what God says here. They are grossly foolish. Lowest among mankind, then whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons. They do not surrender unto me. God says outwardly. So such people will not surrender unto me. So they will remain in their own world. Let them be. Don't force them. Even in your, I always tell my students also, like kids, coax your school friends and all that, coax your cousins to join. Oh, so many, Mathaji, so many people have told, nobody's joining. I said, then don't force. Just tell them, once you come and join, if you like, you continue. Otherwise, you can leave. But they're not ready to come even for one class. Then we can't help it. You can't take the hog. You can take the horse to the pond. You can't make it drink. Same. The concept is same. You can only tell them. But God says very clearly, some people are very foolish and they're all, the illusion, atheistic, they will not surrender and they will not learn anything about this. So just leave them as it is. But they will come. If not now, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next year. If not next year, after 10 years, 15 years, when they become 90, 100 years, they may come. By the time eyesight is gone, you won't be able to hear, you won't be able to sit for so long, you can't retain anything in your brain, everything is worn out. That time, see, this is life manual, your life is already getting over. That time, if you learn, it's of no use. That janma is over. Then you take another form, you won't know, cockroach or deer or monkey or whatever form you take. Even pet dog, you can be a pet dog in a big aristocratic family, but what is the use? You cannot say Hare Krishna Nama Japa. Then again, that life is also wasted. All the stories are there. We will read all one by one. So what we have to do, luckily we are all in a human form. We have the brain to understand. Let us not waste any moment. Start praying the Lord. Praying means what? Hare Krishna Nama Japa, not I want more, I want more. That is not prayers. We have understood everything wrong in this word. Prayer means I want more. That is what we have understood. That is not the case. So we need to pray means just thanksgiving prayers, and we need to take as many times as possible God's name. So we have a mantra. So keep repeating the mantra and with the count. Yesterday we did all that. No? So we need to, we have to do the japa. So those such people, all the Naradhama, those people will not surrender unto me. Yeah, so this is little detail they are given. Dushkritinas are impious people who do not surrender. So one is Mayaya Pahrita Jnana. Jnanam hai. They have all learned people, knowledge. What? Bautik knowledge. How many degrees and all the doctors, engineers, or politicians, not politician, they are fools only. I mean, all the highly qualified people. But they're Nastikas. Basically, they don't understand God. They will not believe in God. They're Nastikas. I'm not talking everybody, just few people who are Nastika, intelligent, but knowledge stolen by illusory energy. And this person is like, he's what? Mudas. Mudas. Who are Mudas? Why does a donkey have to work so hard to get a bundle of grass? A donkey won't know he's carrying such a load on his back. And he's going. He must be expecting only lunchtime. I will get something to eat. What? One bundle of grass. That is what he is going to get. But he will work so hard, like donkey. Donkey works very hard. So hard to get a bundle of grass. Isn't it stupid crap? Some people have no time for spiritual life and have to work very hard to earn material. Earn money. In fact, they don't have time to even eat and sleep. No time for that. No, I have to do overtime or do that, do this, do that. And what? They fall sick and they earn so much and give it to doctor. So the doctor will be making a good amount of money from him. He'll make a big hospital and all, or anything. And immediately I get a doctor because we have a doctor at home. So I can always correlate, a doctor. He becomes rich only because of you are sacrificing your sleep and food and all. So you will fall sick. You give whatever you have earned, give it to him. So ultimately, what? You are not going to enjoy that money. So you're going to give it to him only. And then some people are Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. So the example is Ravana. He wanted to be a ghostly character. He wanted to conquer the whole world. That is not possible. Only a divine people, God can do that. Then Nara Adama. That is a word actually. They are the lowest of mankind. This is Jagai and Madai. I don't think you must be knowing this story. So I'll just repeat. Even if you know, you can listen. Jagai and Madai, they were like born in a Brahmin family, but bhankar, like full time, tight. They used to drink. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like from 550 years back, he came as a avatar of Krishna and he was doing all the prachar, like, say Hare Krishna Mahamantra to come out of this world. I mean, go out of this world. We have to reach the Lord. And so Nityananda Prabhu also joined. So many people joined and all that. They were going to each one's house and saying, like, Hare Krishna Nam Jap Karo. Say Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Say Hare Krishna, Krishna. So these, due to, that they were in the intoxicated state, they didn't realize what they were doing. So they they threw a stone on Nityananda Prabhu's head. So he started bleeding. This is when he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He got very wild and he went to thrash them. But then Nityananda Prabhu stopped him, saying that they are already not in a condition to understand what they are doing. They are already confused and in that state. What is the use of beating them and punishing them? We cannot. What our main purpose is to make them understand, make them realize we don't be like this. Come out of all this. Take God's name and all. So I mean, like how Krishna comes for his devotees. So when anything happens to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's not bothered much. But when his followers are getting hurt, then he won't be a person who will just sit quietly and listen. The same thing, like, Krishna also does the same thing. His devotee, yes, he will be before he comes, the Chakkar, what is the Chakram, that will come to protect us. Or his Vahanam, that, what, Garuda comes before that. All such stories are there. So I mean, this is what Jagai Madeka's story, and Nityananda Prabhu stops him from, and these people realize their mistakes, even though they were drunkard. I mean, they are drunk and fully tight, and they realize, oh God, this is how, saintly people are, such people are saintly. Though we hurt them, they are not hitting us back, and such a nice people, and they become very good devotees. This is the actual story, okay? So the lowest of mankind, example, Jagai Madai story. You can search on net also. Many stories are there. Yes. Chaturvida bhajante mam janaha sukritina Arjuna. We saw now dushkritina, okay, miscreants. Now we are going to see about sukritina. Sukritina Arjuna artho jignasu artati. Jnani cha Bharatarshava. There are four different types of people are there who believes in God and pray to Lord. Who are they? Oh, best among Bharatas. Four kinds of pious men render devotional service unto me. The distressed, who doesn't have anything, I don't have anything, I don't have a house, I don't have good health, I don't have money, I don't have. They will have all their prayers is only, I don't have, please give. I don't have, please give. But they are all devotees. Why? They go to the Lord. They don't have, but they don't do anything, harming others, and they don't cheat others and make money. What they do is they go to Lord and they pray, please give us, let us come out of this problems. So they go to Lord. So they are all devotees. Then who's the second devotee? Jana, Sukriti and Arjuna. Artho Jignasu. Artho is these people who are depressed and distressed and all. Jignasu, who are inquisitive, knowing about Lord more and more and more. So they are the inquisitive people. And the third one is Artharthi. Want more money. I want more wealth, more money, more of all that wealth and this. So they want desire of wealth. Those people are also devotees. Inquiring about Lord is also devotee. And the fourth category is Jnani. And who is Jnani? He who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. He is very happy, contented. He will not ask for money. He will not cry, I am like the, oh God, leave me, get me out of this. He is not bothered. Whatever state I am, I'm okay, no problem. I have to just pray you. I need to do devotional service. The whole day I will be doing devotional service. That is what he will do. And what God says is, I like only that Jnani. Out of all these four people, Jnani is the best. He says that. So this moral is what? We need to be like a Jnani. We should not ask anything. So he knows, he is there within our heart. He knows what we have. In fourth chapter, we read that. He understands what he gives us so much. Whatever we lack, he will give. We may not have to ask him. We may be asking 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. He is ready to give us crores. Then you say, "You're fools, you're asking only 1 lakh. Chalo, मांगने का तो ज़्यादा मांगे. For us, maybe lakh was more money, so we would have asked for lakhs. And he was waiting to give us millions. He said, okay, you wanted only lakhs, no, take, go. So better not ask. No, we cannot, play with the Lord. We will leave it to him, but we will pray him more and make him in such a big situation. Kitna pray karte yaar. This man is really going mad. He's praying. Whole day he's doing just praying. What to give him? Because he's waiting to give return gift to us. So we should put God in a fix so that he should wonder how much to give us back. Now, there's not a correct way of the word usage is not right in the spiritual platform, but I'm just saying, just for understanding purposes. So in 7.15, we saw 4 miscreant, and 7.16, we saw about 4 pious men. Who are they? Mudas are grossly foolish and stupid. Nara Adama, the lowest among mankind. Mayaya Paharita Jnana, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion. Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha, who partake of the atheistic nature of demons. They are like demonic qualities. We have a chapter of demonic quality. Everything is there in Bhagavad Gita. You cannot find anything which is not there. After 18 days, some intelligent people are there now in our group. So they can say, ye to point Bhagavan, God has not talked about this subject, you can say. To me, he has covered all the topics, how to live a life, human life, comfortable. Then, who are the pious men? Artha, the distressed people. Jignasu, inquisitive. People are more inquisitive to know more about God and all. Artharthi, the desirer of wealth. And Jnani, who is searching for absolute, who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. He is a Jnani. Yeah. Pesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Ekabhakti Visishyate Priyo Hi Janino Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya. He is only Mama Priya. I like him the Lord. Who of these, the wise one who is in full knowledge of in union with me through pure devotional service is the best. Who is the Jnani? So he is the best person whom I like. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. He likes me, that's why he praised me so much. And I also like him. So reciprocation is there. So we need to be a Jnani to this. So how the examples are given, like 7 stories of devotees surrendering to God. Gajendra Moksha, you must have heard about this at least. Gajendra is an elephant. Once his leg got caught in the crocodile's mouth, he was unable to come out. His family members all tried their best. Slowly, they also like these are all facts like we can see in our own life. We will be in trouble. Our brother, sister, mother, father, everybody will try to pull us out of the trouble. After a certain stage, they will be fed up. It is your fate, Baba. That is your destiny. They will just leave us and go. So who is there to help us? We need to pray Lord only. He will only give us solution. So he calls out God's name and he comes with Vahana and all. He comes, yes, Gajendra, you're such a devotee. Come. I will, I will protect you. I will come. I will remove you out of these clutches. But there's another story which Gajendra says, no, I didn't call you for that. Let my destiny be like this. Let me die. I have come into being. So, I'm born. So, I need to die one day. So, the crocodile has clutched my, caught hold of my leg. So, slowly he will gulp me also. That's okay. But I saw a flower in the pond. I called you for that. Let me offer you. Oh God, that is even so, touching, a devotee, even at the verge of his death, he's on the deathbed, but he thinks of Lord and he wanted to offer something to Lord. So that is a true devotee's character. Then Vastraranam, Draupadi Vastraranam, we may be knowing. She taught the gurus and the grandfather, the husbands, somebody will come and protect her. Nobody came. Finally, she just raised her hand and she called out Krishna's name and Krishna came to help her. We all know that story, so no need of going in detail. This is Sukadeva Goswami's story. Once what happened is Shiva and Parvati, they were like sitting together and Parvati wanted to learn, to know more about, she wanted to know about Krishna and his pastimes and all. So he said, okay, I'll tell you the stories about Krishna. So Shiva, okay. Shiva just went on, but he said, say, I'll be in a flow. So you have to say, just say that, that as if you're listening. I won't be looking at you, but I need to hear that sound so that I will know if you're listening. And he's in the flow and he keeps telling about the, Krishna story and all. And ultimately, like he finishes. So this is all about Krishna. Okay, they cry like Parvati Devi is already asleep. I said, then who was saying all that? Who was doing all that? Like, she had a pet parrot. So all this while, the parrot was actually listening. So he said, oh God, this parrot, he goes to, catch hold of that parrot. Parrot flew from there and he goes, and this in this kutil, in this hut, Bitika, I think Bitika, Vyasadeva's wife. She just yawns like that. Parrot goes inside her stomach and he was hesitating to come out. He said, no, I'm very safe in the tummy. The babies always, they are very safe in the mother's womb, right? Once they come out, all this three gunas will affect them. And this all he has learned now. So he said, no, I will not come out of your tummy. He said that for 16 years. I think 16, huh? 16. 16 years. So she yawned that the parrot went inside her stomach and he stayed in her stomach for 16 years. He was reluctant to come out. Then Krishna came and you have to come out. You can't be remain. He said, no, once I come out, all these three gunas will affect me. I don't want to get polluted. I am very safe inside. He said, no, I will give you that, this grace that you will not be affected by any of these three modes. Please come out. It is so difficult for your mother to carry you for so long. He comes out and immediately he leaves the house. He doesn't want to stay in the house. He just goes out of the house. This is the one, Shukadeva Goswami. He has a parrot face. If you see if you see any of his pictures and all, image and all, you can see it's like parrot face will be there. Then another devotee is Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was very pious and very nice king. But as he was traveling, he was very tired. He was on his horseback and all. He came near, he was very thirsty or something. Like he came near a hermitage. He asked for, and he saw Rishi, doing meditation. Just his half eyes closed, half eyes. The meditation yesterday we saw, just looking at the tip of the nose, he was doing meditation. He thought he's awake, no? So he asked, give me some water. No, I'm feeling very thirsty. I'm tired. But this man is not moving. The sage is not moving. He's just doing meditation. He doesn't know who has come in front. He was in his own trance. So he went on requesting. He's a very nice person. But Kali, we say, Kali, when it affects, you get, your mind gets deluded. You won't know what you're doing. So he gets frustrated. So he's so tired. He wanted water and he's not giving. So he gets angry and he said, we are so many. I'm just requesting you and you're not moving. He just sees that one dead snake is there. He's lifting that. He's on the horseback. Okay, he's lifting that dead snake and he just threw it. He throws it on his on him. It falls on that sage like on the gala as a mala, as a garland, it falls on him. His son sees all this. Shringi, his name is there given. Yeah. So that sage is called Samika Rishi, and his son sees this Shringi. He gets very wild. Though they all know, Shringi knows he is a very nice Raja, but out of anger, what he does, he gives him shrap. He gives him a curse, saying that in 7 days you are going to die. You did this to my father, who is such a great soul, and all that. And any other person, if we were there in his place, we would have got angry about it. But Parikshit Maharaj is such a nice, devotee and all. He feels very happy about it. He says, oh, I'm so happy that why? At least I know my date of death. How many people of us, we know, next moment we may die, or we may die after 100 years. We won't know date of death. But this man, he came to know what is death date. He went home and gave everything, surrendered all his Rajya, that kingdom and all to his sons and all. I am going to going to Sukadeva Goswami. He's listening all the 7 days. I want to listen only about Krishna. No moment wasted. I will listen only to Krishna stories. Then he listens everything. On the 7th day, he died because the curse is like that. He dies. Though, but the curse was what? Daksha. No, not Daksha. What curse? One snake will bite him. But then before that snake comes, he dies. I forgot the name. Not Daksha. So what? Yes. So that is another story. So this is Dhruva Maharaja's story is there in this behind, okay, in the last slide. And then Ram and Hanuman, we know. Rama, everybody knows the story. How Hanuman, helped Rama in getting Sita back from Ravana's clutches. And still how he is so humble. Even today, when you see his photo, he will be sitting down. He will not be standing along with Ram and putting his hand on his shoulder. No, he feels, I am your servant. I am your servant. Let me serve you. Tell me, just order me what to do. I mean, that is what is, thought is, he has to behave that way as a servitor of the Lord. He has to serve the Lord. And this is Suta Goswami replies by saying, this is there in Bhagavatam, and the first canto, first chapter it is given. All these questions are asked. We're running short of time, but I'll just say only one question at least. What is the ultimate welfare of for humanity? Bhagavatam 1.1, and the question is asked, and he answers in Bhagavatam 1.2.5. So all these things are. So he say, Ekanta Shreya means what? Lokamangalam. Doing something good for the society. That is what is the best for humanity. Is the ultimate welfare for humanity. Okay, I'll read hardly it will take another 2 minutes. What is the essential engagement outlined in scripture by which the self can attain complete fulfillment? It is asked in 1.1.11. Yenatma suprasidati. Self can attain complete fulfillment through inquiry about Krishna. Fully, if he gets satisfied only when he inquire about Krishna. Yes, I think I'll skip many things. Like 5 questions are asked. So this shows there are so many devotees. They are all totally into come what may, we will be praying a lot. Yes, we'll just skip because there are the stories also there. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Sudurlabha is very rare. Who is very rare? After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me. To some extent, we are all taken so many births, and ultimately, some at a certain stage, we came to know about ISKCON. This COVID period, ISKCON, only when I joined, it was during that time. At least for you all, when you join now, at least now onwards, let me not look back. Let me be in this path and go out of this clutch. So they only such people, after many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes. I am the reason, I am the cause for whatever is happening in this world. It's all because of me. And all that is, such a great soul is very rare. Such people who realizes who is God and all and comes in Bhakti Marg is very rare. So let us be also in one that rarest of rarest species. Let us also be a part of that. Yes. Kame Snestair Kritagnyanaha Prapadyante Anya Devataha Tam Tam Niyamam Ashthaya Prakritya Niyata Swaya. Those whose minds are distorted by material desire surrender unto demigods. They want material benefits, like I want more marks, I want more good job, better salary, better position, you're good in business. They keep wanting more. All material desires. Now jnanam, I need to know about the Lord, I should increase my bhakti and all. They won't ask that. They will ask only material benefits. So what they do, they go to demigods definitely they will get their result also, because these demigods are actually the department head. Department head. Lakshmi Devi is given the department of what? Giving away wealth. Whoever is worshipping you, just give away the wealth, and they will get also. Then another for valor or for some knowledge, Saraswati Devi, each department head is given. They will give away. So those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow that particular rules and regulation of worship according to their own nature. They will start following. They will do all that. Namaskar karo, that what Nariyal photo, whatever they were following, they will just keep doing that. Yo yam tanum bhaktaha Shraddayarchitam ichhati tasya tasyachalam shraddam tam eva vidadhamiyaham. I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. As soon as one desires to worship the demigod, I make his faith steady. Krishna, what he says, okay, you like to worship one particular god. Okay, I'll give that belief in you so much strong. I'll make it so much strong that you'll keep praising you will keep worshipping that Lord. The demigod. So as soon as one desires to worship the demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to some particular deity. Okay, you like one Ganpati, okay, oh, at least do that. Do worship Ganpati. Oh, there are so many other demigods. So continue. So Krishna is giving that steady faith in us. Sataya Shraddaya Yukta Tasyaradhanam Ihate Labate Satata Kaman Mayaiva Vihitan Hitan. Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod. Then with all that faith and then he becomes successful. Every day, 7 days, I can pray that Lord. Every day I'm going to that mandir and I can do. So he will make a habit of going every day. He will keep praying. And what happens is, and obtains his desire. Whatever he asks for, he gets also from that. So his faith still gets increased. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. In Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly said, you get from Ganpati or Lakshmi or whatever the gods you can see. They are all giving. So Lakshmi Devi is giving money. Whose instruction? I am asking her to give. It is all under my, just like I tell my students, he is like a principal. The school will have only one principal. These are all department heads, your class teachers, like that. So they have some control. But God is a person, like principal actually instructs everybody, and under his control, the whole school works. And students understand better that way. That's why I say. So endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desire also. Whatever he wants, he gets the desire. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. So only when people who are learning Bhagavad Gita in detail will come to know, oh, is it that? God is instructing. That's why Lakshmi Devi is giving. Okay. Oh, Saraswati Devi is giving me knowledge. It's because of Krishna is instructing her. Okay, we understand that. Yes, that is what is given in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so we have to believe. Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedasam devan deva yajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. This is very important. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited and temporary. A student will ask for more marks, more marks, more marks. He will get good marks. He will become very happy. The next year again, more marks, more marks, more marks. Then after completing college and all, what? Good job, good job, good job. Then he will get good job. After that, what? I want more increment and good position. Never ending. This is all temporary. Once you get marks, that is over. That is a temporary benefit what you are getting. So whatever you are asking for, it is not going to be a permanent solution. It is only limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of demigods. After leaving this body, they go to the. So in Goloka chart, you can make out where they go, where is demigods are residing. So after finishing the birth, you go to that demigods planet. But my devotees ultimately reach my supreme abode. And where is a supreme planet? Where is that? That is Goloka Vrindavan, the top, where it will not get annihilated at the time of dissolution. It will be there forever. And once people go there, will not come back. But other planets and all, you go, again, you need to come back to this Earth, Earth or wherever. You need to take a birth again and again. And with people with small intelligence doesn't understand this, and they keep repeating that mistake. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mam abuddhayah param bhavam majananto Mama avyayam anuttamam. Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, was impersonal before. I didn't have a rupa at all. I didn't have a form. earlier, before he came as a, that as a Krishna, who's what Gai Charani wala, that person. What do you call milk? I forgot the name. So what they taught is, before what? Before this person came as Krishna, there was no, God was formless. That is what they believe. So Krishna, cat. Okay, unintelligent men who do not mean perfectly think that the supreme personality of Godhead Krishna was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Now I have come as with flute and all that, I have taken a form. That is what these people think, that so-called intelligent, this what Baudik Lokme, the people who are intelligent with so many degrees and all, they think that because they don't know, they don't read scriptures, they don't attend any Bhagavad Gita classes, so they don't understand. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature. What is this higher nature? This is this higher nature. With every breath is one universe is created. That all they won't understand. They won't understand my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. Hare Krishna. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritah mudo ayam na bijanati rupo mam ajam avyayam muda. People who are mudas, they won't understand me. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my eternal creative potency, Yoga Maya. He has some divine power, that's why he's able to lift the mountain. So all the demons and all he's feeling, some divine power is there. This boy has some divine power. This is what they will be able to understand, but they don't understand that I am the God. I have all the power. They won't. For them, I am covered by my eternal creative potency, Yoga Maya. And so the deluded world knows me not, who am unborn and infallible. They don't understand my actual nature. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kashana. Oh Arjuna, as the supreme personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I know past, present, future, everything about everybody. He knows everything. If I have to ask my Indra Viraha, we go to that Kundali, we go to that astrologer and all, they say, no, you are like this, your future will be like this, you'll be like, they say, no, like that. God knows about everybody. You write from ant to the elephant, he will know the past, so many births, he will know, present, he will know the future also, what you'll become. But all that's happening and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Nobody can understand the Lord because we are not making an effort. It is not possible also. But more of bhakti you do, you will come to know. This is the last verse, I think. Yesham tvantagatam papam jnanam punya karmanam jananam, sorry. Yesham tvantagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandamoha nirmukta bhajante mam dridabhrataha. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Those who are no duality at all, they accept everything as God's grace and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, who has no sins left because he is continuously doing Nama Japa, he is continuously attending Mangalarti, continuously having faith in Lord, and he is doing all this devotional service. So what will happen? He will be freed from all duality of delusion and engage themselves, and they still try to do more of service to the Lord. Themselves in my service with determination. Dridabhrataha, they continue. Oh, which is the last verse, I think. Sadi bhuthadi daivam mam, sadi yajnam cha ye viduhu, prayanakale chipima, prayanakale apichamam, te vidur yuktat chetasaha. Those who know me as the Supreme Lord, as the governing principle of the material manifestation, who know me as the one underlying all the demigods and as the one sustaining all sacrifices. I am the source of everything. Everything happens because of my instruction. So the person who understands all this can with steadfast mind understand and know me even at the time of death. So even what happens is at the time of death, whatever you think of cockroach, next birth, you will be born as cockroach. Think of Lord, you will go to Lord's abode. So we won't know when is our last moment will come. So practice now on. That is what God says, okay. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama Saptamo Dhyaya. So we completed 7 chapters, this short notes of that. Krishna reveals himself as the origin of all material and spiritual energies. Although his energy manifests material nature with three states of being, goodness, passion, ignorance, Krishna is not under material control. He doesn't come under that control. But everyone else is, except those who have surrendered unto him. All others will come under the clutches of Maya, this Maya, three modes of material nature. Except, again, also in that exception is that those who are devoted to the Lord's service, they will not, their clutches will become loosened and they will go in the Bhagavan ka path. Krishna is the essence of everything: the taste of water, the heat in the fire, the sound in ether, the light of the sun and the moon, the ability in man, the original fragrance of earth, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the life of all that lives. Many others are there. 4-5 shlokas were all full of this only. 4 types of men surrender to Krishna and 4 types don't. Those who do not surrender remain covered by Krishna's temporary illusory potency and can never know him. But pious people become eligible for surrender to devotional service. Among them, those who understand that Krishna is the cause of all causes engage in devotional service with great determination and become dear to Krishna. These rare souls are sure to attain him. So let us be also a part of that rarest of rare. He says, no, let us also be one of those people and let us try to achieve, go to Lord's abode. We've got 8th section. Oh, this is 8 tomorrow's. Okay. So tomorrow, what are we going to learn? Krishna's answer to Arjuna's question. Again, he is asking, Kim, tell me what is Brahman, what is what. So he's going to answer all that. Then remembering Krishna at the time of death. We just started now. Tomorrow in that chapter, we will very clearly written during what time. All the shloka will come like that. During daytime, a person dies, what will happen to him? Where he will go. During nighttime, a person dies, where he will go. But a devotee, when he dies, where he will go. All the answers are given. So tomorrow is still more interesting. So please attend. Remembering Krishna. Practice remembrance through meditation. So we don't know our date of death. So just practice remembering him always. Pure devotional service. There is remembrance of Krishna through bhakti. What is pure devotional service? With true love and devotion, we need to remember him. Comparing the material and spiritual worlds, glories of Supreme Abode, and supremacy of devotion in attaining the Supreme. So this is what is given here. Is it very late? Then we will not cover up the story, which will take another 2-3 minutes. I will finish. If you are all very tired and all, we can close because only 25 people are there. Or if it is okay, then if anybody can tell me, if it's okay, then we'll continue with Dhruva's story. Any suggestion? Oh, is it mute? Everybody's on mute. 1 minute. I'll just unmute you all. I think allow participant to unmute here. Yeah, you can, 1 or 2 persons can tell me if you people really want to know this story. If you're all awake and you have the stamina to listen, yes, I will continue. Otherwise, we can always take up later. Hare Krishna. Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no. Can't hear. Who's not working? Somebody whose audio is working can tell me yes or no.
Hello, Mathaji. You can continue.
Okay. One answer I got. Continue. If anybody doesn't
continue, Mathaji. We are ready.
2 answers came as continue. Okay, I'll continue. I have no issues, but then I'm concerned about you all because you all are very busy. Okay, the Dhruva story also we will continue. So Dhruva is, Dhruva's father was Raja Uttara. Oh, now I need to put a lock. And then I'll keep getting the sound. Yeah. Now it will be quiet. Okay, Dhruva's father was Raja Uttanapada. Uttanapada had 2 wives. One is wife Suniti. The second wife is called Suruchi. Suniti's son is Dhruva. Dhruvan we say Dhruva. And Suruchi's son is Uttama. So he had 2 wives, Suniti and Suruchi. Dhruva was born to Suniti and Uttama was born to Suruchi. Now what happened is once he was actually taking the Raja Uttanapada was playing with the small kid, the last one, Uttama. So this Dhruva also, he was also very small, like 5-year-old baby. He went and sat on his lap. So father took him also on his lap. But this wife, the second wife, got very angry. You get down. She tells Dhruva, you just get down. You have no right to sit on your father's lap. He said, why should I not sit? Because you're not born in from my womb, no. So you have no right to sit on your. He said, why am I not born in your? So he's like an innocent, child is asking. That you go and ask your God only. She gets very angry and she replies like that. He takes it very seriously. He said, okay, should I go to God and ask? Okay, then he's getting ready. He goes to his house. They have a separate house, mother and son. They are staying separately. He goes and he tells whatever has happened to his mother. She is very sad. Oh God, what to do now? The father is also like speechless. Wife, the second wife is saying like that. Just be quiet and all that. No, I'm going to ask God, because she said no. So I'll go and ask God, why I should not be sitting on the lap of my father. So he leaves home. He goes and he meets, where is Narada? He meets Narada. It's all upper. So then Narada says, hey, small boy, where are you going? I'm going to meet God, So I'm going to ask question why I should not sit on the lap of my father. Hey, I mean, you can't go to God and just go back. You can't meet God like that. He said, no, I have to see. I have to ask him. Just allow me to go. It was so stubborn. He went on saying the same thing. Then he advises him for that, you need to do some japa, some, that prayers and all you have to do. He said, yeah, you tell me whatever prayers you tell me, I will do. But I want to ask, the Lord, why I'm not supposed to sit on my father's lap. So he said, okay, Narayana, something is given in the next slide. Narada Muni instructed Dhruva to go to Madhuvana forest on the bank of river Yamuna to take bath 3 times in the river Yamuna, perform Ashtanga Yoga, controlling his breath, mind, senses. Then sage Narada described the form of Supreme God and gave 12-syllable mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and to meditate on the Lord. Bas bache ko bol diya and he was very happy. He started doing the same things. He started doing meditating on that name. Then the sage told about the method of worship of the Lord. 1 month he has to eat only the fruits and berries on every 3rd day. Not every day. Every 3rd day you need to eat only the fruits and berries. On the 2nd month, what you have to do is eat only dry grass and leaves every 6 days. That also not every day or every now and then. You can eat only on once in every 6 days. 3rd month, you can drink water in every 9 days. 4th month, you can breathe only once in 12 days. Such a small child, 5-year-old child. Then in the month, 5th month, he has to stand on 1 leg and meditate on Lord. The pressure of his big toe pushed on half the earth. So much of powerful his meditation became. The earth started, sinking down due to his controlled breath and becoming practically one in heaviness with Lord Vishnu. The universal breathing became choked. The demigods felt suffocated and took shelter of the Supreme Lord. God, what is happening? One small boy is meditating so heavily. Please go and do something. Supreme Lord assured them that he will stop the austerities of Dhruva. Don't worry, and go and find out what is happening. So after the Lord appeared before him, he opened his eyes. He was reluctant actually. I had no space to write everything. That's why it cut short. He was reluctant to open his eyes. No, please don't disturb me. I am meditating on the Lord. I can see him in my, my closed eyes. Don't disturb me. Go. He says, Arya, the same Lord is come in front of you. Open your eyes. Then he's opening his eyes. And he opened his eyes, concealing the form in his mind as he was deep in Bhagavad Dhyana. Then the Lord touched his conscience. And he's saying, very nice, these shlokas, okay? He's saying in Bhagavad, the Srimad Bhagavatam. He says, oh God, whatever I was seeing, I'm seeing in front of you, but I'm so small, I can't even say one single prayer. I've not learned any prayers to praise you. That Dhruva, small boy saying, I don't know, no prayers I know to praise you. You're there in front of me. So what can I do? Then he's doing that, his shank, the conch shell, he's just touching his cheek or something. The Lord touched his conch shell on the forehead. Okay, forehead of Dhruva, and Dhruva became, he got all the power and he started praising the Lord. All is there in Bhagavatam. So Dhruva became aware of the essence of the Vedas and he then worshipped the Lord with hymns of eulogy. What happens is that time he forgot why he has come, why he was doing all this. I want to sit on the lap of my father. That he forgot completely. When he got the form of the Lord in front of him, everything. What more can you ask? Sitting on the lap of your father is such a small thing. But a small boy wanted only that. But he realized it's actually this. And what happened is next. One more slide. And pleased with the austerities and prayers of Dhruva, the Lord awarded the abode of Polestar to him, which exists even after dissolution at the end of the millennium. Every millennium, all the planets and everything will be diluted, except Polestar will always remain. That place is reserved for him. It is surrounded by all solar systems, planets and stars, and all luminaries in the sky circumambulate this planet. No one had ever ruled this planet. The Lord told Dhruva that in future, he will rule his father's kingdom for 36,000 years and he will not become old. After enjoying the material life, he will go to the planet of the Lord, which is above the planet of 7 rishis and never again come back to the material world. So this is what even today we say, no, Dhruva planet we say. So that is the story. It's over. Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So chant and be happy. That is our motto. Yes. Oh no, I need to say that. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha. Okay, it was not there. I will say orally. I forgot to put. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha. 8 minutes. Just give me a moment. Is there? No, I forgot. 1 minute. Last minute. Hare Krishna. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Oh, I logged you all. I'm so sorry. Normally I never do it, but allow participant to unmute themselves. Yeah, you are able to unmute yourself?
Yeah, Mathaji.
Yes, Mathaji.
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki.
Jai.
Koti Bhakta Vrinda ki.
Jai.
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 प्रभु की
Jai.
Jai.
भगवत गीता और भागवत ग्रंथ की
Jai.
राधा गोविंद की
Jai.
Jai. Jai.
और
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you.